Buckley. Number 6, Kalia Norton. Number 8, Devin Goloboski. Number 10, Anae Blanchard. Number 11, Kiana Stevenson. Number 13, Sheena Caramello. And libero is number 7, Ngawai Simpkins. And the head coach for Rangitoto College is Nina Kerr. And the starting 6 for Orewa College. Please put your hands together for their captain, number 14, Marnie Urson. And number 3, Mia Hendren. Number 9 is Emilia Brown. Number 10, Emily Muller. Number 11, Kristen Duplessis. And number 12, Kiana Loudon Hayward. And they'll be playing with no libero. The head coach for Orewa is Craig Ashton. And good luck to both teams in tonight's final. It's all on the line tonight, serving first after winning the toss.
Tēnā tātou, moriori ki a tātou nei whare e tūana kiko nei ki a manua tū, ki te hara mai koutou, ki te mātakitaki a te kemu whakamutunga o tēnei whakataitai, o te whakataitai ki a Aotearoa ngā kura tuarua o te Orewa o Aotearoa. No reira ki a koutou nei, nau mai whakatau mai, nau mai ki a hara mai ki a tararua pai maunga, nau mai hara mai ki tēnei whakataitai. No reira ki a koutou, kia ora rā e te whānau. Hey, welcome and kia ora everyone to those who are able to join us here on Whakaata Māori as we get this Division 1 Girls Gold Medal match underway. Orewa in green versus Rangitoto, who we just saw in the men's and the boys just win that Division 1 men's final. Joining me in the commentary area and box with this description and definition of how it's all going to play out is Brendan Crichton from Nayland College. Kia ora, Brendan. Thank you for joining me.
No, I'm looking forward to this battle. Two schools that know each other very, very well, not separated by too much distance either over on the north shore of Auckland.
Exactly. So I'm unsure of how many times these teams have met, but they do come from the same region, which means they have played each other numerous times. And here we have again, as they both try to test each other in the different areas of the game, to consolidate that first point, second point, as we have an error from Orewa College.
Yeah, Emily Muller just hitting long there on the angle. Both these teams met recently in the Auckland Champs, actually. They were the finalists with Orewa getting over the line in that match, so the Rangitoto girls will certainly be after a little bit of payback. And we'll just have Kalia Norton just playing at opposite, who is also an exceptional setter, and in our NVL, our National Volleyball League last year, she was part of Northern Moana that actually won. She was the youngest player playing in that competition.
Wow.
So for a year 11, very experienced already. And Kiana Stevenson there, number 11 for Rangitoto, also very experienced beach player. Won national title, secondary school title for beach volleyball this year down at the Mount. And she's also represented New Zealand in beach at the under-19 Asian Champs.
So an amazing athlete who's got obviously a high repertoire of skills here that she can blend between the two different modes of indoor and beach as she goes back for the jump serve. Unfortunately finds the net on that one.
Both these teams are stacked with members of our New Zealand Junior Women's program at the moment. We have a squad of just over 40 athletes, and I haven't added up, but there's a good half a dozen or so athletes in those squads that are out here playing in this gold medal match.
Fantastic. And as you were saying, part of the high performance program, and you're one of the high performance coaches. So these games here that they've been playing all week have certainly got them prepared for your camp coming up, no doubt.
Depends what their bodies are like. We may have a few broken athletes tomorrow, but we'll manage them through that. It's a little bit about just reconnecting again as a group. I don't think they'll be pushed too hard. The other couple of coaches may think otherwise, but we've also got to look after our youth.
Kāpai and athlete wellbeing, and of course as well the Balance is Better program that has come out from Sport New Zealand. Really important for athletes to be able to compete across a variety of sports as well as a variety of aspects of tournaments that they might be a part of.
A great swing by Carly on the opposite there for Rangitoto. And both teams have had a pretty solid start. There's Marnie Ursum in the middle for Orewa, number 14. She, in my mind, is probably the best blocker here this week. She's obviously got a massive physical presence, and yeah, she really leads this team. The Orewa team do rely heavily on her, but a very experienced player.
So for all at this time, Orewa just taking that lead now, as I mentioned that, to 5-4. Ko te kaiwawao tuatahi ki runga i te tūru rā, ko Emelita Leota no Whanganui Ataraia. She's our first referee, Emelita from Wellington, calling the game. From the top of the net, we have 2 referees in this sport, always. And ko te kaiwawao tuarua, ko Dana Watson, aroha atu, no o tautahi on the floor there, as you'll see.
Yeah, we had to get some South Island representation in the final, so we've got Dana there from Canterbury, so I'm happy about that.
As both experience, Emelita,
Nice
the way I understand it, has just come into this national program as a referee, so one of our younger ones. But awesome to see that coming through as well. Yeah, just swinging.
A nice pipe run there by Kiana. She's very effective in the backcourt. And we have a little bit of international flavour here too. Number 13 from Rangitoto, Gina, hopefully I pronounced this right, Carmelo. She's actually on exchange, I believe, from Argentina. And word around town, speaking to a few players over on the shore, she's an exceptional talent. Been playing since primary school and can play in multiple positions. So it'll be interesting to see with her having this opportunity. We'd all love to have an exchange student of that talent turn up at our schools, that's for sure.
Rangitoto must invite them, I think, perhaps.
They don't need them, that's for sure. There's Marnie Ursum being aggressive there. They will look for Marnie front court and back court. And Rangitoto will be fully aware of that. It's one thing knowing where it's going, the second thing is actually trying to stop it. We've got Kalia up here serving.
Playing in the opposite there, saying.
Yeah, they'll mix Marnie up between opposite and middle. She'll sometimes defend in the back court in 1 or 6, and then sometimes they shuffle her in the front court as well. So Craig Ashton, the coach of the Orewa, quite shrewd on how he positions some of his players. And it's actually been a pretty solid start by both teams here. And the score, I guess, would indicate that, of all tied up at 8-all. And there is, I guess, I don't know if there's a feeling out process for these teams, but there would likely be a little bit of nerves, I would think.
Well, they're certainly needing to work each other out on the hitting, as we haven't really had any blocking.
No, we haven't. Both teams are quite structured in their approach. Rangitoto haven't really been pushed this week. Orewa have had some pretty epic 5-set battles, and they've worked really hard to get here into the final. Rangi did drop a set in their semi-final against Christchurch Girls, which was an extremely tight contest.
Christchurch Girls, of course, taking out the bronze medal match and coming third. So there's your South Island.
It is against St Andrews, but yeah, they're Canterbury schools. I'm from Nelson. It's like Nelson, Canterbury. That's like Australia, New Zealand, or America, Canada. No, not really.
Yes, and because of how those semis ended up, we did have the Christchurch derby, and this one, of course, the Auckland one, as you said earlier, being regionally ranked 1 and 2.
And
It's
Emily
a
Muller,
nice high swing.
Emily Muller swinging out there on the outside. She's one of our New Zealand junior women's squad members.
Very nice high swing. And taking off that pace too, just to find the back middle of the court there.
I think you'll find with most of these girls too, they'll all jump float. There is the odd one or two that will have a top spin jump serve, but it is a little bit more uncommon in the women's game. Here they're running Marnie again in the back court. A bit of an overpass here, but well saved.
Well contained.
There we go, Gina with a block there. Marnie just hitting down the middle there. I'd like to see her with a little bit more angle into the corners.
Might just give her an extra metre.
Totally would. Substitution there for Rangitoto, just bringing on different players with different skill sets for front court and back court.
Oh, that's a great serve by Gina Caramillo.
Great defense.
Great pass.
That's a sneaky little dump there. Some really good defense here from both sides.
Te hapo te mā tira rā kei Orewa.
It was a bit unfortunate that, just looking at the replay, I think the referee called down ball, but it looked like it actually may have been up.
I think that was up.
So Gina here up to serve again.
Oh, that's a great serve. It's drifting and floating all over the place. Oh, Rangitoto getting that ball, able to recycle it. That one just getting the seam of the middle blocker there.
Emily, at least she's still swinging. She's being aggressive, trying to win those points, which is good to see. And I really will rely heavily on a couple of players, Emily being one, Marnie being another. I haven't seen them run a lot of middle this week, but they may come up with a game plan that might surprise me. But I think they will go with what they know. There's Kiana on the outside. There's Marnie with that
big block. Nice block there by Orewa. Kai Arai Tokorua.
Marnie and Kirsten Duplessis out there, and they're actually quite a strong block and duet on that right side. Nice deep serve. There we go, looking for Marnie in the middle. Very smart, intelligent play. Saw a three-man block. She saw the left side player come in and just put it to where that hole was.
So, just looking at our list here and then looking at the court, Orewa choosing to go with no libero.
I think this group that has been together for a wee while with Craig, we had an invitational tournament in December at the end of 2022 in Christchurch. We had 12 schools from around New Zealand go down there that just run regional volleyball programs, and they were running without a libero then, which is quite uncommon at this level. He obviously has a lot of faith in his middles to be able to play backcourt. There's a great swing by Marnie Urson there.
And as you said, great faith in the pass, and the pass was certainly there for the setter.
I think with a lot of these girls over on the shore, they play a lot of beach as well, so the middles are used to serve receive quite a bit, and I know the Orewa girls play a lot of beach, so yeah, I mean, if you've got a big backcourt player that can defend in 5, that is actually quite valuable. It's just a little bit uncommon here in New Zealand, but they take up a lot more space. So if you can find someone like that, yeah, grab them.
And Kristen still going strong with her serve. Oh, that's a nice cut.
Yep, that's a great cut there by Kiana. Again, Kiana was away with us last year too with a couple of our development sides that went to Australia State Champs, and Kiana was captain of the team that actually won the gold medal, with our other team picking up bronze. So it was nice to stick it to those Australian states. Go Marnie again, just powerfully coming in on that angle, swing hard into 5.
Well, they were making it very known what their strategy is.
I'd be very impressed with the start. 14-15 to Orewa.
As Kiana Loudon-Haywood gets a nice little set in to Marnie there, and a nice block.
That was a great
Amelia.
block for Amelia Brown. Actually, I think at the moment, the blocking for Orewa has been a little bit stronger than what Rangitoto has. They've actually won a few points off those blocks.
And we've got them now. I was just saying earlier how we were waiting for those spikes to be contested, and they have certainly got that rhythm in now.
Good
Slowed down by the net.
It's been quite a clean, tidy game. There hasn't actually been much, well, I guess, sort of sloppy play. Both teams have actually run quite a good offence. There's a tight serve into 1.
Beautiful serve.
That's a great up by Emily Muller.
Whoa!
And there's Gina in the middle. What did I say? Orewa are winning the blocking competition.
Te kai mai ki a Argentina ra. No mā hara mai ki a Aotearoa Gina. Kai wawao tuatahi ko Emelita Tērau. E rua ngā pā te poro. Calling 2 touches there. The set not as clean as what she would like, but no disagreement there by anybody.
A little bit of a fight back here by Rangitoto. Set just a little bit short there going into the middle block.
Oh, nice chase down by that position 5. Once again highlighting
Amelia
no need for a libero. Yes, we've got the substitution happening rather than a libero.
And Amelia Brown again, she's hit well on the outside this week for Orewa. And she's their other go-to person with Marnie and Emily. Nice pass, great D-set. Talia swinging away there. She's actually been pretty effective on that right side. Very, very athletic.
It's a quick arm there by Kalia. She gets across her body and cuts that across the angle. Rangitoto with the serve, 18-17. As Kalia goes back, and our first real shank of the game, a missed pass.
Yeah, it was. The serve received from both sides has been very tidy. Even the serving's been pretty accurate. There hasn't been a lot of missed serves either. So definitely both. Spoke too soon. We've had 2 aces and 2 balls.
But that's beautiful thinking by Kalia there. Just knowing that previous serve was a deep serve. The Orewa passes took a step back.
She's mixed the serve up. She's had 3 different serves, and they've put Orewa under pressure, every single one of them. Nice set to the outside to Devon.
People throwing up their hands on the court as well as on the sidelines here, saying 4 shots. But Emelita saying no.
A nice aggressive swing by Devon on the outside there. Neither coach is showing any signs of stress at the moment, so they're obviously pretty satisfied with how their teams are playing.
How's that for an attack? Both teams setting their pipe quite consistently.
That was just outside the aerial that swing, or maybe it clipped the aerial.
Yeah, Devon, I thought she was more than wide enough to be able to get on that, but she points to herself and says, I can do better.
Kiana here up to serve for Orewa.
Oh, beautiful serve by Kiana. She gets that nice and short. Pulls back within 2. This set's really going really quick.
It has actually.
21-19.
Girls volleyball, you get a lot of rallies, a lot of long rallies sometimes, but these teams have been pretty effective at killing the points quickly.
Good eye, well left. And the Rangitoto will say thank you to the linesman.
Linesman, Nat Man, so he's Leyland Boys coach and ex-Nelson College, and plays for Pioneer Club down in Christchurch. What a privilege for him to be on the line in the final.
I agree, and thank you, gentlemen, for your time. As Orewa stays within that 2-point connection that they need.
So it's Amelia Brown up to serve. Bit of an overpass there, but well saved. Gina again being very active.
Falling back, has a go.
Well, Kaya Buckley again, just swinging on that, and that's probably going to win a point every time the old sort of miss hit. Or sometimes it's called a paintbrush. But I like the aggression from both teams. There have been very few free balls put over. And you'll see there we go, another ace from Gina. She's got very effective serve. You notice the blockers for Rangitoto here, they're signalling.
Yep, they're stacking and they're saying this is where we want the ball to go.
We'll use hand signals. Hand signals there. Normally 2 means angle and 1 is blocking line. I think half the time, with a lot of my girls, they'll signal something, but they never really do it.
Free ball pass. Playing an inside ball.
They do
they were reading that quite well.
Great read by Kalia.
That's a beautiful tempo ball to the outside.
Kiana Stevenson swinging away again.
Wow, a clinical display by Rangitoto at that first set.
It was in the end. They had to struggle a little bit early on, but then they managed to gain a bit of ascendancy and finish very strong.
Rangitoto College leading Orewa College here in the Division 1.
Jet ski te aiwa taku ingoa ho. Ranga tupuna ia ta tuku maiki a ho. Ha, kota hia te ki kota hia te wananga. Ne pehara, you show me yours and I go na na na. Koko ki tau, ko ki taku I ene ra. It's just low energy up in these maramataka. He aroha, but brother renters a patanga. E anga mua tonu ana oku motoka. E tupu ana te tiki tiki I perangi. My superpower to tiki tiki on this money. E toki ana te nui pu fa fa. You go e ulala ki taku mahi tautua. Kimi hi.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
No time to fluff around today? No worries. Just swing into Caltex and pay for fuel with Pay an App to speed on through. Ooh, yeah. Feels good. Use it at your local participating Caltex.
Tēnā tātou, nau mai hoki mai ki te kēmu whakamutunga o ngā kōtiro mā o te pai tuatahi nei, o te whakataitai o ngā kura tuarua o Aotearoa Pōrewa nei. Nō reira, kei te mihi atu ki a koutou. Welcome back. And Rangitoto in the end, 25-20 in that first set, Brendan. We were talking about the service pressure, the blocking, both teams demonstrating that they can pass and they can defend. Just a couple of those things that Rangitoto are doing a little bit better, especially with the attack.
Yeah, I think, and Rangitoto don't give you any free points. You've got to earn everything you get, and that can wear you down a little bit, and I think that happened towards the end of that first set. Orewa hung in there, and they just got stuck in one rotation. They just struggled to get a little out of, and it was toward the end of the set, and that was it. So the actual set finished very quickly when it was tight up to about 18, 19, 20. They just don't, you've just got to keep winning your points. You're better to risk a little bit against these Rangitoto girls, and that will give you the best opportunity to try and pick up a set over them.
And a lot of diversity coming in with the different types of sets from both teams as they try to figure out how they can split these blocks, allowing for some easier points to occur. Like that one, for instance. That was,
exactly.
Thank you, Rangitoto, for doing that on cue.
And that's a great save.
Beautiful set.
It was, but even the adjustment on the hit there too. I mean, Kalia is she is very, very athletic, and most right sides might not have actually even got to that. Strong serve into one.
Oh, nice save there. Wow.
Yeah, Kiana Stevenson, she started heating up a little bit towards the end of the first set. She started the second set where she left off.
She's found the gap there between the blocks. Puts that one to the floor. Kai Power, Kiana.
Kalia up to serve. They seem to be targeting either one or targeting Mia.
And Rangitoto have obviously had a bit of a chat from the coaches there to say we want at least 3 there on Mani.
A little bit short on the set there, unfortunately.
There's some nice width.
They're working hard here at Orewa. They just can't get a swing, an opportunity to win the point at the moment. I'll take that.
Well, there was some nice passage of play there, lots of good ball to recycle, but as you say, Orewa just needing that cleaner first ball so they can get that right attack.
Both teams are working hard defensively, like the movement and the transitioning from both sides is at a high level of execution.
Definitely agree there, as they seem to be able to read the play and anticipate beautifully on both sides. And coach Te Kai Whakaako or Craig Ashton just having a quick talk to that server.
Another strong serve there.
And we got the overpass.
In that middle. She was in a good position there. She was a little bit unlucky there, Amelia. It just got a bit big on her, a bit quick.
And Devon finding that gap.
Yeah, Devon, another, not tall in stature when you look across the front line there, but very athletic.
Super quick with that arm. Oh, that's a beautiful jump serve by Kiana.
2 hits is it on the set.
Well, that service pressure definitely coming from Rangitoto at this time as Orewa struggle with that first receive, and as you said in the previous game that we were commentating, it's a serve-receive game, and there we go with the ace.
Yeah, that's
lovely wrist away serve on that from position backcourt. She's in position 5, serving from the back left.
Kiana's showing a bit of her experience here. I mean, that serve would be an ace in probably any game, to be fair.
Beautiful
pass.
pass.
Nice pass.
And there we go.
And that's the benefit and the beauty of getting a nice pass, again, making the setter's job easy. But then the opposition don't quite know where that ball's going to go, so they can't set up defence very well.
No. Mani making sure of that. That's a lovely short serve, but Rangitoto is still able to keep it in system and have a good go at that. The bump setting in this game is impeccable. The way that they're allowing that second ball to come off their forearms, it's hittable by anybody.
Yeah, it is.
It's that beach volleyball, perhaps.
I was going to say the exact same thing, Bevan. Too much beach in the indoor game. No. Good swing on the right side again by Kalia. Great defence. Again, good blocking by Mani. Jump set there by Kalia. Kalia actually is a setter,
Emily
so
will chase that down. She gets it back. That's a beautiful push to the back corner. Using the extremities of the court, this is how you get people out of the system.
a smart play by Mani again. And you've got to respect whether Mani's going to hit the ball, and then if you try and wait for that, it opens up those little tips around the block. So
totally, you play 90% of the shots, don't you? And she
Yep.
went for the classic 5 to 10% push to the side in position 4. I actually thought there was nothing wrong with that approach and strike of the ball until she made contact. I actually thought that was definitely going to be a point.
yeah, well, the block wasn't quite there. She just didn't quite finish her swing off.
Lovely delivery. Devon unfortunately finds the tape.
I do love Devon's aggression towards the ball, though. And that's Amelia Brown there swinging on the outside for Orewa. Again, I think it's against Rangitoto, you just have to risk it. You just have to be aggressive like Amelia was there. And that's a great swing. It was in the seam between 5 and 6. So.
Lovely swing by Amelia.
Another set to Mani. With 3 Rangitoto girls waiting for it there in 5. They knew exactly
Devon
where
finds her way around.
And again, Devon, that fast transition tempo, very hard to defend against. You can see it coming, but you just can't get into position quick enough sometimes.
And Gina comes back onto court. We need to watch out for this, I think, Orewa. She's had quite the impact.
It's a bit, unfortunately, I like the fact of trying to change the flow of the set. They're obviously trying to find Mani on the right side there. It's probably just a little bit deep for her to have a full swing at that.
Substitution.
Girls all in agreement there. Orewa calling out in unison. Nice easy side out as Mani goes to the backcourt now. We have a substitution.
First entry for Greer Muller. I would put a small bet on that it's Emily Muller's number 10 sister.
Yes.
But I'm not 100% sure, but they look very similar.
And nice back row play there by Kiana.
Yeah, nice smart
That is
serve.
a lovely serve. Okay, so
I just have the feeling Gina her volleyball IQ is very, very high. And it just showed on that play. And I know she is actually back home. My understanding is she's actually a setter, and they've got her in middle. So.
Thank you, Gina, for allowing us to diversify all the different things that you can do. As once again we get a handling call again.
Yeah.
An error from the setter.
The refs have been really hot on the handling calls in both the boys and girls.
Oh,
There's
there we
another
go.
one.
There's another one.
Oh no, carried ball. Actually.
That one was for carry ball from the setter on Rangitoto.
So the referee's interpretation there, she's just leaving it in her hands a little bit too long before she's releasing. And
Yeah.
again, that
I bet
probably
your Kai's
comes from
been doing
beach.
that. Yeah. Bet your Kai's been doing that all week, and Emma Lita, first referee, saying not in this game. We're in the final. Wow.
And there's a nice little slide there,
Slide ball, yes.
which is very prominent in the women's game, but not so much at high school level. For these guys to be executing that cleanly, it's pretty impressive.
Rangitoto taking quite the commanding lead now, 12-8. Plenty of volleyball to play, as Mani reminds us. Nice back row play.
I have a funny feeling Marnie will need an arm transplant at the end of the week. She's certainly swung on a lot of balls.
Well, ki te kai whakaako ki te taha Rangitoto ko Nina, ki te kōrero atu ki ona kapa. Nina will be talking to her team about that, no doubt. They are getting the blocks there.
Amelia with a nice jump float there. Those short jump floats that move quite late have been effective from both sides. And just take a little bit of pace off these Mikasa balls. Once they slow down, they float even more.
Nice pass by Devon.
Just a little bit
tight. E te whānau, we call that a tight set when the ball is a bit too close to the net, remembering whānau that an athlete is not allowed to, a competitor is not allowed to touch the net or put their foot over the white line in the middle.
Nice deep swing under 5 again by Kiana. She's definitely been pretty consistent with her hitting.
Substitution for Rangitoto, 5 McMillan out, 10 Blanchard.
And is that something new that Nina's trying as well, similar to Craig's strategy? They didn't play the libero at all in that rotation.
No, they didn't. I think.
Oh, wow. Well, if we could turn her into a naturalised athlete, I'm sure you'd choose her in one of your teams, Brendan.
A naturalised Kiwi, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Kapai Gina.
Surely we can get her to stay. I've got a funny feeling she may already be in their system.
Or they were dealing better with that pass. Playing quite tight.
Swing by Marnie.
Oh, that's a nice help out.
It was.
By Kristen.
Devon there in the backcourt. I just love Devon's aggression. It's just
well,
like see ball, hit ball.
Kei te whakai au ki tō whakaaro, Brendan. Yeah, I really like the way that she approaches the ball. There's definitely a sense of strength about what she's doing. That's a beautiful set too.
That serve from Jade is just phenomenal. There's some real heat on that.
Substitution for Orewa, 7.
What are we at here? 15-12 already. We're hanging in there. If they can just maybe strike a rotation, maybe a little bit of luck. You need that sometimes. They're close enough, so they've got an opportunity here at 15-12.
Mears, nice serve.
And Kiana again. Just seems to be winning points at will on the outside. Again, it's one thing knowing where that ball may be going and who it's going to. Stopping it can sometimes be another matter.
There's the 3 blocks again. Oh, beautiful up by that libero.
Yeah, no, why?
There it is again. But Marnie, not sure of it this time. As the block goes out from that attack again and through the middle.
Kristen, for an effective serve, she'll take that ace.
And Nawai Simpkins just unable to control that one, but she's been great all game. And as she just, thank you, Nawai, for doing that beautiful pass.
Make Bevan look good. Yeah.
Oh, nice play on that.
Like what I like with Nawai, she just does the little things, really well.
Pitches the line, back row attack. Everyone was expecting just a free ball hit.
Yeah, I think they were. That actually maybe caught Rangitoto a little bit by surprise there.
And like you said, all they need is a little run here, 15-16.
And they've been aggressive, and it's that best way to try and get back into the game. Yeah, Kiana again. A little bit like their boys team, you know, I think it was at Jack, they'd go to a fair bit when they need a point in the front court. Kiana's quite often there stepping up.
It's a lovely jump serve.
Good swing.
Three
by Amelia.
Blockers up there. That's excellent work by Rangitoto to force that ball around.
It is, and it's not that common with a lot of girls' teams. Their movement, I mean, they are aggressive defensively as well, as odd as that sounds.
Wow, that was I don't think we've seen that wrist away since the Waimea game. Since the bronze medal match game, actually, from Tyler. Tyler was also hitting that wrist away for Hillcrest.
Yeah,
and there we get it from Marnie. And the response with the block. And all of a sudden, Brendan.
17s. Marnie's come into the game a little bit, just the last few points. They definitely, this is a good front line for Orewa, and they need to make the most of things when they have Marnie in the front there, because she'll block across everything. It's good service pressure from Emily.
Yeah, that's great.
Great side out again, Kiana Stevenson swinging away.
Just such a lovely high contact, nice little snap of the wrist, making sure of it. Still had some heat on it. She just knew that she needed to be a bit more accurate with it.
It's a nice ugly free ball.
It's a nice block there to ensure that perhaps it could be played back in.
It's still a great chase. Definitely serving a lot of ball there, float servers into deep one.
Two blockers there every time. Just wide.
Again, I like the aggression there, you know, trying to win the point.
Substitution for Rangitoto. 10 Blanchard out, 5 McMillan in. And substitution Orewa. 3 Hendren.
Jenny McMillan coming into the game.
It might be her first entry in, getting a little bit of taste of finals action.
Smiley goes with the jump float, sorry. And right about that quick arm.
Yeah, Carly's very explosive. She's an exceptional hockey player as well, I understand, on the Black Sticks radar as a goalkeeper. And I could be wrong, but I think her father is a strength and conditioning coach for the New Zealand Warriors. Someone might tell me that that's wrong, but I've been told that by someone.
Well, if anyone's listening from our Māori whānau across the country.
So I imagine her strength and conditioning program should be quite good.
Especially with the arm that fast. Orewa needing to stay with the serve.
Nice back set there for Gina. Very hard to defend when the middle's wrapping around, especially on a good pass, and it splits the blockers, and it just comes from a completely different angle. You're just not used to defending that.
And that pass should be where the point was first formed and made. So right on the money there, and Gina able to get that cross court.
Devon up to serve. This is kind of where we were in the first set, sort of 19-21, and Rangitoto just came away. Nice jump set there. Great defence by Marnie. Oh, you'll take that.
Well, it was good discipline by her. You could see that she wanted to follow through, and then she just pulled back that hand just in time.
Point's a point. Sometimes it doesn't matter what it looks like.
That's right. There's no rule or no points that discriminate against the ugly nature of that point.
There we go again, just pulling away when they need it most. Again, it's that service pressure that's just relentless.
And yep, it's Devon again. Perhaps just looking for something that might not have been there. I think they had the right idea though. They are serving into that deep position 1.
Yeah, and the set is coming from there at the moment in that rotation as well. There's a lot going on there, so pretty congested. Amelia there, she's had quite an effective serve for Orewa.
Beautiful pass in. Now the blocks are just getting their timing right.
It's a nice set, good read again by Amelia. Just keeping the ball alive, keeping them in the point.
And that one just not out as wide as what the blockers thought it might go.
No, and it was right in the seam in the backcourt, but there's just too much power on that for them to do anything with, unfortunately. So we're on set point here in the second set for Rangitoto to go up to 2-0.
As Gina from Rangitoto prepares to serve. They had a lot of heat on it. That wasn't just out.
No, it was.
But once again, we're talking about maintaining that service pressure, not letting anything off, and allowing the team to just be able to pass an easy ball in.
Is that a timeout called there?
I think we got a timeout from Nina, just saying, you know what, we probably just need this side out, but I don't think that was Orewa. I don't think that was Craig at all that called that timeout.
I don't think it was either. Maybe she thought, oh, I've got a couple, may as well call one. But it did seem a bit of an unusual timeout, but...
Kings back onto the court. At 24-21, Rangitoto in front of Orewa. In the second set.
Ke te hoki mai rātou anō ki te papa tākaro nei. As Orewa and Rangitoto return back to the court after the timeout. And I believe we're going to have a bit of a discussion about the time delay.
So I wish that would happen a little bit more through the week. I think some of the teams take a few liberties, and then by the time it all builds up and you walk out of here at midnight sometimes.
And there it is.
Kiana Stevenson again winning another point there for Rangitoto on the outside.
Koia kia koutou rā e te whānau ko Rangitoto e rua ko Orewa ki te kore e tēnei wā o tēnei kemu whakamutunga. Rangitoto 2-0 up in this final Division 1 girls gold medal match.
Whakaturi a tori na mena kua ki te koe he momo tangata pene e liu go e he jet ski te aiwa taku ingoa ho Nanga tupu na I ata tuku mai ki a ho Ha, kotahi a te ki kotahi a te wananga Ne pehara you show me yours and I go na 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 Ko koe ki tau ko wau ki taku I enei rā It's just low energy up in these maramataka He aroha per brother Renton's a patanga E anga mua tonu ana o ku motoka E tupu ana te tiki tiki I perangi My super proud to tiki tiki on this money E toki ana te nui pu fa fa You go e ulala ki taku mahi tautua Kimi
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
the Orcas fight back into it.
Nau mai anō e te whānau ki tēnei whakataitai I ngā kura tuarua o Aotearoa Orewa nei o te motu. Kia ora rā e te whānau. Welcome back to this Division 1 Girls Final here in Manawatu ki te Papai Oia at the arena. We've got Orewa versus Rangitoto in the red, Orewa in the green and black, and the Rangitoto 2-0 up, Brendan.
Yep, we come in to the, I guess, the final of a long week of volleyball. I'd say several hundreds of sets and thousands of points that have been played by, I think we've had almost 170 teams here from all around Aotearoa, which is just phenomenal. And this, you know, might be the last set we've got for this tournament. Let's hope it's a good one. So Rangi really just starting where they've left off in the last couple of sets. I'll be interested to see here if the Orewa try and make some changes. I'm not sure if they've got the personnel to do that, but I think if they can tidy up their serve receive, it'll give them the best opportunity to.
Ko te kaha o te pau tērā, mai kia Kiana. Kiana with the strong spike there. Well,
Emily,
she's been consistent.
I kind of like it. I think sometimes we get away with a little bit too much sloppy ball handling, so it's actually quite nice. And these girls at this level, they know, they're not even questioning it. Kalia there to swing on that right side. Only one block, unfortunately, and she was well inside it.
Strong approach. Once again, that quick arm, really hard to catch up to as a blocker.
There's just so many options with the Rangitoto girls. They can all kill a ball. Very hard to read where it's going.
As they keep serving on that position one.
Kaya is very good at finding her hitters as well.
As Kaya, as you said, as the setter, she's back. Ko te kapane a Kaya I te kapane o Rangitoto, te kura tuarua. Well, when it's going all your way, sometimes it actually pours that way. Well done. Just that ball hitting the net, dribbling over. Kaya's happy to go back and have another go.
Yeah, they couldn't have asked for a better start here, Rangitoto, and I guess in reverse, the Orewa couldn't have asked for a worse start.
Well, Devon threw her arms at that, and it goes long, and I think she's grateful. She smiles at Kaya and says, yeah, I meant to not touch that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And you're right about the start. This has got off to a steaming run for Rangitoto.
Again, just that service pressure again. Rangitoto definitely on a roll. If I was Craig, you know, timeout now before it really gets too far away would be worth it. Against a team of the calibre of Rangitoto, I wouldn't want them to get too much further ahead.
Sky again goes after that position one, but position 6 picks up on that ball.
I'm just getting a good read on everything.
Oh, beautiful pass by Devon. It's beautiful to watch. It almost creates envy in me because we're both coaches. That's how we would love our athletes to play. Beautiful pass in.
Oh, I think, yeah, Rangi are just showing a little bit of class at the moment.
And there's that position one.
Yeah. Looks like a timeout's coming now. It's going to be very hard for the Orewa ladies to pull this back.
Well, this is a bit unheard of, whānau, as we get away under this third set to have a team roll out to a 9-0 lead. And this could be the last set, and as you said, Brendan, could be the last set of the tournament. 168 teams. Rangitoto and Orewa. The battle of Ngāti Whātua ki Kaipara. As both these teams. Well, Ngāti Whātua ki Ōrākei and Kaipara as they try to battle it out here.
Yeah, I just wish everyone, you know, safe travels as well when they start dispersing. I'd say some teams have already started travelling home, and some will be travelling home tomorrow after the social. Just make sure that you get back to your whānau safe and well with a lot of good stories and memories of the week.
Most certainly, given that, once again, the 2-year hiatus, and we've allowed people to develop and reconnect again. Oh, yes, I thought that was a bit too keen by Kiana.
Penetration here, just touching the ball on the other side of the net.
And that was a great camera shot. Thanks for that replay, cameraman. We could definitely see Kiana's hand well over the net there as Orewa get their first point. Nice serve.
Yeah, being aggressive on the serve there. Yeah, they just keep coming at you, Rangitoto. There's just no respite.
And as a part of that, you know, Orewa have received balls like that all week, and maybe it's just a bit of tiredness, maybe it is the relentless pressure.
Yeah,
the combination's a bit...
I know Nina, with the Rangitoto girl, she's managed her squad. I mean, she has got 12 players, and first day, a couple of her superstars certainly didn't play much at all, if at all. Orewa have definitely got a shorter bench to run, and that all adds up at the end of the week. You know, you're sleeping in a different bed, maybe your nutrition's a little bit different to what you're used to as well. That game management stuff, that is a fantastic set.
She's got the full width there. She was well in position 4 and then sets it all the way back to position 2.
I just love seeing that from a setter. It doesn't get any better. And the girls appreciated that. You could see the response after Kalia hit that. It went straight to Kai. The whole team, they just knew that was something a little bit special, I guess.
Very special play, even at this time of the tournament. And what a time to do the special play too, Kai. Beautiful set.
That Sienna, I think, had just come on.
Yeah, so that serve, yes.
9 right out, 10 bench out.
Giving again, I think, just giving another player a little bit of court time in a national final. 11-3, they're definitely well in control.
Oh, beautiful pass by Ngāwai. She takes that on the hands, lovely. That's better delivery there. As soon as that set went out, I knew that was going to push Kalia a little bit. And we just got that, probably one of the first ever gaps that Gina's left, and she hasn't closed on the block.
Yeah, I think this show getting that set out to the pins there gives the hitter a couple more options. A little bit harder to block. Nice up there by Kiana on the serve receive.
There it is again, that same set. Oh, Kalia.
Great touch.
Nice chase. Beautiful ball in though for the recycle.
These are the points you want to win when you're scrambling to stay in the point.
Marnie puts it on the button again.
Short set. Some of the crowd moaning a little bit of that contact.
Oh, Marnie being a little bit quiet the set, but there you go. Just making your presence known.
Yeah, they've actually, you're right, Bevan, they've struggled to find Marnie a bit of the last set and a half. And I think, again, it's just because of the service pressure. The setters had to do a lot of work to find the ball, and she hasn't had the options.
It's a beautiful touch by Ngāwai, yes.
Nice up
Oh,
there.
that's nice ball. Devon had all the time in the world to think about where she wanted to put that.
They're very much in sync with the Rangitoto girls. They definitely stay in their lane. They do their job, and they do it really well.
She was nice and wide. You could see her charging in.
Nice
There's that
set.
same set again. And she finds that, when she finds that width, it's
definitely a lot harder to block, and just unfortunately, just the hitter probably got the ball a little bit too far behind her on contact. serve again. Nice.
Oh, nice swing.
At least Amelia
Really like that.
Still swinging away there.
Really like that by Amelia. Well off the net.
You know, for me, it's what I tell a lot of my hitters. It's what you do with a, ball. It's not sometimes the perfect set. Especially at some of the lower levels, you're not going to get a perfect set very often.
Oh, nice play. Nice deep play
Great
there.
defence. Bit unlucky by, not sure who was defending line down there, but it was a good up.
Yeah, Emily getting that up.
Again, I think Gina, there was a fair bit of heat on that. She's got quite a heavy hand, Gina.
Amelia unfortunately unable to keep that one in. Steven goes back to serve.
Great pass by Amelia. Amelia there just trying to find that deep corner, just went a little bit long.
And while at the beginning of the set, when the Orewa coach Craig took the timeout, they were 9-0, and Rangitoto have been able to get back out to that 9-point lead again.
Devon swing
It's a
with that
lovely
tight.
save.
Nice flat set to the outside too.
Just a bit too tight from that from Emily. Just push it a bit too tight for the setter Kiana.
I guess Kiana's had a pretty heavy workload this week. I'd love to get a GPS on some of these setters, see what miles they do in a game. I'm sure they'd probably do it in the professional ranks.
Oh, Devon seeing the gap in the block and
4 hits there, I think.
goes in the block like a good backcourt 6 should. She could see that gap.
We've got 16-7 here.
Nice.
I'd almost say it's almost now or never for Orewa. I think a little bit of the intensity's gone out of the game actually.
Well, not from Kiana.
No, I was just going to say that. Yeah, famous last words.
As Kiana says, no, we've got to get to 25, girls. So I'm ready to swing, and she does so. Orewa, though, at least they were there, prepared for that block, just outside hand, off the outside hand. She did that with her last serve too, Gina, unfortunately.
Yeah, just trying to be aggressive. Sometimes these Mikasa balls, they'll just take off on you as well, and sometimes they'll just drop like a stone.
Mia comes in again. Nice serve. Oh, she got some flight time there. Hopefully someone got a picture of that. Oh yes, the photographer was right there.
Yeah, nice set too. Nice pass from Nawai.
Is that serve you were just talking about, Brendan?
And they just haven't found Marnie enough for, just to get the game a little bit close. She's been very effective when she's been able to hit. She's just needed a few more touches.
Or they were orcas, I believe.
Oh, is it?
That's what we've got running around?
Well, it might have been trying to free Willie or something.
Great support there by the crowd. He's making his way around the court, and he earns a point, I think. It's part of his point.
He'll take that.
Doing a lap again.
Oh, nice touch.
Well, there we get to recycle.
Good up by
Nice up by Kaya. Lovely ball, lovely set.
It's just gone long.
And Amelia letting that one sail out. She was down ready to play that ball. takes away her right and left shoulders to let that sail out.
Good swing by Kiana there.
Yeah, Kiana on the right side. Still willing to swing away.
I don't think she stopped swinging, to be honest.
19-11, Rangitoto, she goes back to serve. And Orewa, hanging tough, staying with the pass.
Another nice set from Kai going to that right side to Kalia. Every time I think they've run that play, when Kai's been going one direction, reversing the set to the other, it's been a point for Rangitoto. Just
But
the execution is
the execution is excellent. The accuracy for me, it doesn't matter where she is on that left-hand side of the court. She can just find that pin. And then we go with a jump serve. She goes wrist away again.
And they've opened up a double-digit lead now in the third set. Orewa, you know, they put up a fight, but I think, as I said earlier, they're just relentless, Rangitoto.
Nice chase. Ngawai urging her teammate Kiana to get on. And still gets a touch on that one. Mani having to do everything there in terms of the power to find the floor.
Yeah, these girls are definitely leaving nothing out there.
Mueller.
Quick
Nice
play
save.
we haven't seen much of.
Yep, Kalia knows. She puts the hand to the mouth. Maybe I shouldn't have touched that. Regardless, Orewa will take it.
Got a few points in the bank here. There's a bit of insurance, so I think they'll be fine. Crowd starting to get behind Orewa here. They'd love to see a fight back.
Sitting under that.
Just a bit unfortunate there. Both setters going for right side attacks.
Kristen looking for that cross court. We have a sub here once again for the server. As Sienna Rugg comes back in.
Yeah, lefty as well. Just a little bit of a different angle. Oh yeah,
I don't think Sienna's going to make it go that deep again.
The old opposite's there and just wasn't expecting it. And
she smiles at her bench and says, no, I'll make sure of the next one. She knows that was probably sailing out, but she's got a chance here. And that was my fault, Sienna.
the reverse. One long and one short. So 2 points away from a championship for Rangitoto, and also for them to do a double in boys and girls. I really don't know how often one school has held both titles.
There'll be very few times that has happened, if at all. But what an amazing achievement by the Rangitoto volleyball community, but the program that has been initiated for quite some time now. As the crowd can sense the gold medal match coming to a conclusion. 14-24, match point. They got 10 match points. Rangitoto. Kalia goes for the big serve. And we get an error on the net touch. Koia rā. Kei wani ke kia koutou rā o te karanga ki a Rangitoto e tuana i ngā kōtero tōnei. Ki tēnei whakataitai o te Aotearoa Poirewa Aotearoa i ngā kura tuarua o te motu nei. Kia koutou rā ki a Rangitoto, kei runga no atu. Ka pai Rangitoto, well deserved, and as Brendan has said, Rangitoto, Division 1 boys winner, Rangitoto again take out the Division 1 women's girls competition
will take place on centre
The
court
school
shortly.
going home champions
And then the tournament
from
teams.
both the girls and the boys Division 1 final. Brendan,
Finishing up your week
I'm
here
done.
in Manawatu. Well done to
No,
you both.
it's just been an awesome week. Just thank you for VNZ for everything you've put on, and for all the athletes that have been supported up here, all the coaches, managers, and just our whole volleyball community, volunteers. Very much appreciated, and it's been memorable for everyone on so many levels. Thank you.
kia koe Brendan, ka hoki pai atu, ka hoki pai mai kia Manawatu nei, no te kia koutou rā e te whānu, kia ora rā, kia manawa titi, kia manawa nui ai, kia tātou, i tēnei wā, no reira, e noho ora mai rā, kia tau tonu rā te manaakitanga kia tātou. Rangitoto winners.
Jet ski te aiwa taku ingoa ho Nanga tupuna I ata tuku mai ki a ho Ha, kotahi ate ki kotahi ate wananga Ne peha ra, you show me yours and I go na 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 Ko ki tau, ko wau ki taku I ene ra It's just low energy up in these maramataka He aroha, but brother Renton's a patanga He anga mua tonu ana oku motoka E tupu ana te tiki tiki I perangi My superpower to tiki tiki on this money E toki ana, te nui pu fa fa You going ulala ki taku mahi tautua Kimi hira te tomi na o tonga kau Tuku nato wairua ki a tau
Me ka wara e te te ihu
E tahi wae ka hata tātou toi a tātou ki raro
Me ka hara tō tātou tuku
E ringi me tuku kia pai ai tā tātou kake
Me piki akera te taumata
Kia pai ai tā tātou aha
Pai a te ora ngā tōni tangata
Church, e mawhanu maranga mai rā.
The digital